At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about
the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led out by a former national champion at Ohio State, standing 6'4". It's Will Howard.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying, big-time action, some risk involved. But how about him eliminating all that last week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage.
Yeah, almost 400.
Big-time game.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Steelers at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And the Steelers first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete to Washington. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's another.
Off play action. Howard. Caught. It's Wilson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake. Howard. Going right back to Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
2nd and 6 at the Browns 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Never like to understand where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, right back to Jenkins. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jimenez. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And the Browns, first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
On the zone read, this is Jenkins.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
He's tackled at the
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
On the coverage there, DJ Turner broke that one up.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Steelers offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Howard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Back to throw. Howard.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now inside the 25.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Bayshore Jordan,
His 21st touchdown of the season.
and the Steelers are able to extend their lead.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down.
That's complete to his tight end fire move.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
It's a pickup of 3.
And that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Patriots up for their second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Set to kick off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Again, he'll drop the throw.
Setting up a screen for Jenkins.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things down.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A 33-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at him.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over.
The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
looking to throw.
Howard to the right side and complete to Atwell.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team really on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Here's 3rd and 3.
at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw. Howard.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns set and ready to go on offense.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. 27.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
First down. It's a gain of 32.
Back to throw now on first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll try and set up the screen to 2.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
3rd down and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And this time he is in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Sometimes offensive you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns set to take over. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And inside Robert Jenkins.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's tackled at the 34.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll run for the gun. It's Jenkins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 11.
They'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw here.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
Ooh, the juke.
And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. The Steelers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd down and a yard.
Looking to throw. Howard.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
A gain of 4 yards.
Back to throw. Howard.
Austin brings in the quick throw.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's short. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
3-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Lions in the NFC North. And this is the Lions quarterback. He threw for more than 400 yards, including this strike here, one of his 4 touchdown passes. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots? They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And it's Khalil Shakir. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this is the Saints quarterback. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Saints get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on second and 14. They'll look to throw. This ball caught by Strange. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Judkins will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2.
The Browns will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Nifty move. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Second and 11. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Loss of a yard.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on third down. Howard. Open man, that's the tight end Firemouth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 105 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Looking to throw. Howard. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Back to throw. Howard. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Fryermuth. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Setting up a screen for Jenkins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He'll look to throw.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Browns first down.
Jenkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
That's another.
On the toss, Jenkins.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Quinshon Judkins.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's Judkins.
And a loose football. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 5 brings up
They give up the middle. Judkins.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
It's a quarterback sneak.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A give. Here's Judkins.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This throw nearly intercepted. A big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Looking to throw.
And it is caught.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Harold Fannin.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
Off play action. Howard. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 1.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. Just a net of 34 there, following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down is fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Tootin is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll try again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 kicks.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
DK Metcalf, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Set to kick off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cleveland offense making their way out. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down.
A
play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That's a gain of 4.
They'll give it to Jenkins.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw.
A short throw there to Strange.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now a 2nd and 6.
To number 3, Jerry Judy. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
Well, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Jenkins.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
Now back to throw. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a fourth here. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
21 yards. That's good for a Steelers.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Pittsburgh, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies
To the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has,
season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Oh, look at the juke.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Jackson. Man, complete. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 66 yards.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and goal, Baltimore.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
They'll run with Robinson.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Bijan Robinson. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Tyler Luke now for the extra point.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Able to slither by.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the 20.
Burrow throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Burrow going to keep.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And maybe he exposed the ball a little too much there on the sneak. They wind up jarring it loose. They go all the way in for the score on the other side.
But when you take the ball into a pile of bodies, that mass, anything can happen. Even if you're trying to protect it well, sometimes it pops free, and you're exactly right. Big scrum, and then someone emerged and went the other way.
Luke now for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of catches. 87 yards and a touchdown. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And Burrow going to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Burrow. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's McCoy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens 7-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked on by Jair Alexander.
And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2nd and 5.
He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20.
18-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 56 yards and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his foot.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it.
He's to the 15.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Dances by him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Jackson's going to try the sneak.
And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and
1. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 47.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Jackson will keep it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Gets around him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
And he's into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Jordan Mason,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do it, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one was mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 10 yards there on the Bengal first.
That's good. We're on Bengals. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
A gain of 9.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right in midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff.
And able to get this to the 31. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 31. A gain of 5.
Now Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. Now it's Burrow. And this one complete to Smith.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's good.
Now it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Robinson on a give right side.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens at 8-2 on the year. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson to the 36-yard line. Stop there. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati will give them the season sweep 2-zip.
Jackson now sets up the screen to Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. To throw is Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
This time Jackson will throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Wood. Calling the gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Robinson will try to pick it up. Oh, good move. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll try and do this himself, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit, because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate. You should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Oh, a heck of a move, man.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Joe Burrow back out there for the next Bengal possession. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Burrow will throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 10 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 6.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And the Bengals first down.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he Gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Now 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down, Ravens.
Throwing is Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here on this first half.
Jackson going to keep it.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State. And Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on the Lions in the NFC North. And this is the Lions quarterback. He's looking good for early in his career. One of 4 touchdown passes in the game. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots? They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And it's Khalil Shakir. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this is the Saints quarterback hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Saints get their 3rd win as they come away with the victory. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Mike Green, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
It's 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Jackson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route.
Bijan Robinson
With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
From the 46, here's second down and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 46.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He finds McCoy.
Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Ravens.
Again, it's Burrow.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
Robinson toss play left side.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Here now, second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. He'll take this to the 46.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards.
Now it's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's McCoy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now it's Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
Complete to T. Higgins.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Here's Burrow.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, able to avoid him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Baltimore, 1st down. I'll pick up with 2 yards.
Robinson up the middle.
Pushing through the contact. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
169 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Mason going to get it on 1st down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
And off now to Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. The time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Burrow will throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Mike Green picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 6.
Now it's Burrow.
7.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The quick feed by Jackson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
straight ahead. Here's Mason.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
The quick feed by Jackson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list.
And the Ravens extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
A gain of 12 yards.
Up the middle with Barkley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
The quick feet by Jackson. And a solid run down inside the 30.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On the give, it's Mason.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And they'll go again with Mason. He'll take it inside the 25.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Wood.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Now after the touchdown, Lou back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Baltimore, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. So amidst the food and family gatherings, there's one more football game to be played, and we're away on Thanksgiving night. As this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. And now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They're brought out by one of the strongest throwers in the game and a great athlete as well from Tennessee, Joe Milton.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, and he took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those 2 numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by Chop Robinson. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39.
Play fake, it's Milton. It isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He'll set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Fair catch called in at the 18-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They're led by one of the fastest quarterbacks in the game from Alabama. Here's Jalen Milroe.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard gain, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Milroe now to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
3rd and long for him here. Complete to the rookie out of Auburn. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Milroe. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. H.N. a 1st down carry. Gets some space around midfield. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, Milroe. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
Here's Milroe to throw. Here's a screen for H.N. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Dolphins, 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Dolphin 1st down.
Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Panthers.
Throwing here, Milroe. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Milroe from the gun. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins have a great first drive and get the game's first points. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They run again with Hubbard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
And now on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Zone read. They'll give it to Hubbard. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Panthers 1st down.
Counterplay, Hubbard. Off by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Shotgun snap here to Milton. Pass is cut at the 9. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. They need 3 yards here.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Milton. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Fourth down, pass coming. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a 1-point game. defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Go play action here. It's Milrow. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Toss play left. Achane. Breaks a tackle. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. He gets him 7 yards, and that brings an end to our first quarter. That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. For the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at 2nd and 3. It's Achane on the inside again. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Over short, it's Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. They got the football, but not the first. That stop just shy of the marker, 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. And they sure looks clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? That's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
Outright, Leggett makes the ground. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Going from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
That's good for our Panthers.
Milton back to throw. Short pass brought in. Oh, he lost the football. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So 1st down from the 41.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Trying to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Milton. And set up the screen. It's Hubbard. going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
24 yards. And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Pass out quickly to Leggett. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point for Aubrey is up and good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Dolphins and quarterback Jalen Milroe readying for their next drive. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. First down throw here from Milroe. Throw left side, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Milroe. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
That one's complete, right side. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Running for the marker on second. And they take him down right along the 30. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Milroe with it on first. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. Now we've got a challenge. Dave Canales not happy with that last call.
Previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Cosenadivo's got it. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. From the red zone now. He's running with it. And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers and Joe Milton set to take over again. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First and 10, it's Hubbard. They'll bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hubbard again. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bang! Surprising with the twist, head the other way for a big run.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
2 yards on
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
3rd and long for him here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Jason Marshall on the coverage.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And this stays tied here in the 2nd.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. On first down, they'll run. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffle around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd down carry for Achane. He's going to have this one down to the 20. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
27 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
From the red zone on first. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he gets this forward to the 19. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Milroe to throw. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
It's a design keeper for Milroe. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and goal, Miami.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Dolphins take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Panthers 14.
Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More Thursday night primetime football in just a moment. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Connecting on a slant. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Milton now on 3rd down. Finds his man over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers tie this game at 21. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Dolphins and quarterback Jalen Milroe readying for their next drive. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Shotgun now for Milroe. Finds his back. H-Chan. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Milroe from the gun. Now here he goes. And Milroe goes into the slide with enough yardage there to pick up that 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Now looking to throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 6.
Pistol now for Milroe. Drop this down to H-Chan. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here.
Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10.
Looking inside the red zone. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers and Joe Milton set to take over again. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. McMillan on the slant. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is second and inches.
It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. This is Legans working the left side. And they make the tackle at the 38. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. Look at all this time. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone. Both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins and quarterback Jalen Milroe readying for their next drive. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Second half begins with a run by A-Chain. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Gets 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
And the Dolphins, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Staying on the ground here with A-Chain. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
A-Chain again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
First down, and they go right back to it. Running their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Milroe. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it in the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Pitts brings it in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, to stop it.
A 51-yard attempt.
And And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Milton. All right, Leggett makes the ground. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. One of the tight ends motioning left.
At the 33-yard line.
Oh, he shoves it forward, complete. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
It's got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Marshall. And the Dolphins take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Throwing now, Milrow. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
Panthers 24.
Sanders all set to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Finds him over the middle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set now. 1st and 10. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Trying to get outside with Hubbard. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here, 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Achane again on 2nd. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, when you're a defender and you see them give that quick little take to the fullback, you just have to stop him before he gets started. They piled on him and held him to minimal yardage.
Well, he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Covered by J.C. Horn.
To the air on 3rd and long. Dumps it off to Achane. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. So the Dolphins readying for the punt.
It's 4th down.
That's taken at the 15. It's some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
It's a gain of
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Counter play, Hubbard. They'll cobble together a yard there. As Kenneth Grant moving in to make that stop.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
They kick the running back in motion. Now Milton to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Achane. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
Here's Milroe to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. He He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's another Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Dolphins.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down throw here from Milroe. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
2nd and 10. Milroe to throw. Right side, wheeled in by Pitts. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
And you just get the play off. And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. 1 quarter left until we see who wins this game. And in honor of Coach, enjoy some turducken this fine Thanksgiving night. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Panthers and Joe Milton set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. That's caught by Hubbard. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Milton now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly, but the catch moves him to the 48.
That's good for a Panthers.
Throwing now, Milton. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
And they take this in for the score. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, it's 6 big points on the board.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers get it back to a 14-point game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Escapes the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Fights his way through a tackle. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. And stick with Achane. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Gets a pickup of 4 yards, and that is a Dolphins first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Jukes away from 1. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
That one's complete right side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. It's Achane on the inside give. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Trying to run it in. Achane. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup.
Another for Achane. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Sanders sends it through, and that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. It is caught left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Not of the pistol here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line.
They send McMillan left.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Milton now on 3rd down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Going deep here for the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. A run now with H.N. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be 1st down, Miami.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Running with H.N. here out of the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Will Rowe looking to throw. He'll drop this down to H.N. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Dolphins nearing their 9th win of the season. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now a toss play for H.N. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And before we step away, Brock, you and I were talking about this last night at dinner, and I just want everyone to know the chance to play on this day in an NFL game and to win this game, how is it viewed and valued by the guys out there?
It really is different. I mean, it feels like a primetime game, but you know, especially if you love football, you've watched this game as a kid growing up. And then you go play a Turkey Bowl game in your backyard. So it is extra special. And to win it, it's that much sweeter.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Charlotte.